Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Learn English with Hamzy. That's right, HAMZY, your home for learning real, powerful, emotional English through inspiring stories that stay with you for life. My name is Hamzy, and I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today, because today's story is not just any story. It's the story of a boy born in poverty who became one of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen. It's the story of pain, passion, power, and perseverance. Today, we are learning English through the extraordinary life of Cristiano Ronaldo. And I promise you, this video will not just teach you English. It might just change how you think about success, about struggle, and about your own potential. You will learn new words. You will hear real, natural English. You will grow your vocabulary and your heart at the same time. Because English is not just grammar and rules. It's emotion. It's power. It's life. So, here's what I need from you, my amazing viewer. Make sure to subscribe to this channel right now, so you never miss a story that can transform your language and your mindset. Like this video if you believe in learning through stories. Share it with a friend who loves football or who just needs a push of inspiration. And most importantly, sit back. Listen carefully. Repeat the words. And feel the journey. Because the story of Cristiano Ronaldo is not just about football. It's about what's possible. When you refuse to give up, when you fall and get up stronger, when the world doubts you and you choose to believe in yourself anyway. So welcome again to Learn English with Hamzy. Let's dive in together. And remember this, my friend. Every story you hear is not just a lesson in English. It's a lesson in life. Let's begin. Have you ever looked at someone and wondered, how did they become so great? You've seen the highlights, the goals, the trophies, the fame. But what if I told you the real story is very different? This is the true story of Cristiano Ronaldo. Not just a football legend, but a symbol of pain, struggle, and unstoppable belief. And while I tell you this story, you will learn powerful English, real English, emotional English, English that inspires you to dream big. Let's begin. Humble beginnings. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. He was born on February 5, 1985, on a tiny island called Madeira in Portugal. His house? It was small. For children. One room. No luxury. No spotlight. His mother, Maria Dolores, worked as a cook. His father, José Denis Aveiro, cleaned the city garden. Sometimes, there was no money for proper food. Let's take a slight pause because it's vocabulary time. Poverty, the state of being very poor. Island, a piece of land surrounded by water. Struggle, to face difficulty. Repeat after me. Cristiano grew up in poverty, on a small island, where life was a daily struggle. But Cristiano? He had a ball. That's all he needed. He kicked bottles. He used socks as footballs. He didn't care. He just played. Everywhere. All the time. He had one dream. I want to be the best footballer in the world. Leaving home. At the age of 12, Cristiano left Madeira. He said goodbye to his mother and took a plane to Lisbon. Alone. No parents. No friends. Just a boy with a dream in his bag and tears in his eyes. The academy was hard. Other kids laughed at his accent. They called him names. He cried. Almost every night. But every morning he ran. He trained. He practiced. He told himself, I will not stop. Not now. Not ever. Learn new words. Academy, a school for special training. Determined, having strong will to succeed. Sacrifice, to give up something important. Repeat. Cristiano joined a football academy. He was determined to succeed. He made a big sacrifice at a young age. Now let me ask you, have you ever left something behind to follow a dream? Comment your story below and keep listening, because Cristiano's biggest challenge was still ahead. The health scare and the comeback. By now, Cristiano Ronaldo was living in Lisbon. He was 12. Alone. He had already learned to train like a soldier. He had already sacrificed his childhood to chase a dream. He was becoming stronger, faster, better. But just when things were beginning to look promising, something happened. Something terrifying. One morning, while training with his team at Sporting Lisbon, Cristiano felt something strange. His heart was racing. Not just fast. Dangerously fast. He couldn't breathe properly. He couldn't run. He fell to the ground. And everything went quiet. The coaches rushed to him. The doctors checked him. And then the verdict came in. Cristiano Ronaldo had a racing heart condition. His heart beat too fast when he played. Too fast for a boy his age. Too fast, even for football. For a moment, the world around him fell apart. Was it over? The dream. The hope. The years of sweat and sacrifice. Was it all going to end here? Vocabulary time. Let's learn together. Condition. A health issue or illness. Racing heart. A heart that beats too fast. Collapse. To fall suddenly due to weakness. Surgery. An operation to fix a health problem. Recovery. Getting better after sickness. Repeat after me. Cristiano had a medical condition. He nearly collapsed on the field. Doctors said he needed surgery. Recovery would take time. Cristiano's mother, Maria Dolores, was heartbroken. She thought her son's career, his life's dream, might be over before it even began. But Cristiano? He didn't panic. He asked the doctors, "Can I still play football after the surgery?" They told him, "Yes, but you'll need courage. It won't be easy." And so, just a few days later, the surgery was performed. It was a delicate operation. They used a laser to fix the part of his heart causing the irregular beat. Most people would have taken weeks, even months, to return to normal. Cristiano? He was back training within days. Not weeks. Not months. Days. This is where the world began to understand something. Cristiano Ronaldo was not ordinary. His body was strong, but his mind? Stronger. He said to his mother, "I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up. This is only the beginning." He was 13. He didn't complain. He didn't look for sympathy. He just said, "Let's go again." English learning break. Question. What does it mean when someone is resilient? A. They cry often. B. They give up quickly. C. They recover from difficulties. D. They sleep a lot. Type your answer in the comments and say it aloud with me. I am resilient, just like Cristiano Ronaldo. So, what happened after the surgery? Cristiano didn't just return. He came back better, stronger, more focused than ever. He trained every single day, longer than anyone else, harder than everyone else. He worked on his speed, his stamina, his footwork, his shooting. He would spend hours after team practice alone on the pitch, perfecting his moves. One of his coaches said, "We had to pull him off the field sometimes. He just wouldn't stop training. He was obsessed, not in a bad way, in a way that made legends." The running machine. There's a story from one of his early teammates. One day, after training, everyone left. They were exhausted. They wanted to relax. But Cristiano? He stayed. He ran, and ran, and ran. When asked why he was doing it, he said, "Because somewhere in the world, someone is training to beat me. I can't let that happen." English vocabulary, advanced words. Obsession, a powerful focus on something. Dedication, complete commitment. Stamina, physical strength to keep going. Discipline, the ability to control yourself and work hard. Repeat after me. Cristiano had total dedication. He trained with discipline and stamina. His obsession was greatness. By the age of 16, Cristiano was no longer just a skinny boy from Madeira. He was Sporting Lisbon's most exciting player. Everyone was talking about him. He played with the youth team, then the U18s, then the U21s, then the senior team, all within months. He was moving faster than anyone expected, but he wasn't satisfied. One day he told a friend, "One day, I'll play for the best team in the world, and I'll be the best player." People laughed, but Cristiano didn't care. He just kept running, kept kicking, kept dreaming. Remember this, my friends. Success doesn't happen overnight. It begins in silence, in pain, in early mornings, in lonely nights. Cristiano Ronaldo's comeback after a life-changing heart condition is not just a football story. It's a human story. It's the story of belief. And that's why I want you to say this with me. I will not give up. I will come back stronger. Just like Cristiano. Say it again. Say it with power. Say it with purpose. Because your English journey may feel hard now, but with discipline, with repetition, with resilience, you'll grow. Perfect. Let's now continue with the discovery at Sporting Lisbon. So here he was. Cristiano Ronaldo, 16 years old, recovered from heart surgery, stronger, faster, sharper, but still unknown to the world. Until one night, everything changed. Cristiano was selected to play in a preseason friendly match a game between Sporting Lisbon and one of the biggest clubs in the world at the time, Manchester United. Now, if you don't know Manchester United, let me explain. This team had legends, players like Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, and David Beckham. And the man who led them? Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the most respected football managers in history. This was the night where destiny called Cristiano Ronaldo. Vocabulary time. Pre-season. Before the official matches start. Friendly match. A game not for points, just practice. Legend. Someone admired for great achievements. Manager. The coach who leads a football team. Destiny. What is meant to happen in someone's life? Repeat after me. Cristiano played a pre-season friendly match. He showed the world he was a future legend. Back to the story. It's the evening of the match. Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester United. The stadium is full. Everyone's watching. Cristiano walks onto the pitch. Nervous? Yes, but also ready. The whistle blows. The game begins. And Cristiano? He explodes. He doesn't just play. He performs like a magician. He runs down the wings. He humiliates defenders. He spins, dribbles, shoots. He makes Manchester United's experienced players look like amateurs. The fans start whispering. Who is this boy? The players on the bench. They're whispering too. And then Sir Alex Ferguson turns to his assistant and says, "We need to sign him. Tonight." This was a moment. After years of hard work. After the sacrifices. The loneliness. The tears in Lisbon. This was the moment where the world opened a door for Cristiano. Not because he was lucky, but because he was prepared. Mini English tip. There's a famous quote. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Cristiano didn't wait for magic. He worked. And when the opportunity came, he was ready to take it. English question. What is the best meaning of opportunity? A. Problem. B. Chance. C. Mistake. D. Competition. Say your answer aloud, then comment below. The next day, Sir Alex Ferguson made the call. Manchester United wanted Cristiano Ronaldo. They paid £12.24 million for a teenager. A record fee at the time for a player his age. But United didn't care. They had seen the future. Cristiano signed the contract. He was 18 years old. A dream? More than that. He had entered the world of elite football. Mini dialogue practice. Let's imagine Cristiano's conversation with his mother. Cristiano. May. I signed with Manchester United. Mother. Maria Dolores. Cristiano. That's in England. Are you ready? Cristiano. I was born ready. Practice with me. I was born ready. Say it again. I am ready for my opportunity, just like Ronaldo. So what did Cristiano do after signing the contract? He didn't celebrate for too long. He didn't waste time buying cars and clothes. He trained. He studied English. He adjusted to a new culture, a new country, a new pressure. He was now surrounded by world-class players. He was the youngest, and he had a point to prove. Let's learn some new words. Pressure, stress from expectations. Adjustment, getting used to new conditions. Elite, top level or best. Commitment, strong dedication to something. Repeat with me. Cristiano faced a lot of pressure. He made a quick adjustment to England. He joined an elite football team. And yet, even among the elite, Cristiano stood out. He was the first to arrive at training, the last to leave. He watched his diet. He skipped parties. He trained in the gym after games. One of his teammates once said, Cristiano trained like he was possessed. He wanted to be the best every day. He studied his opponents. He watched videos. He practiced free kicks until it got dark. He wasn't just talented. He was obsessed with improvement. Quick English lesson, motivation phrase. Don't wish for it. Work for it. Say it with me. Don't wish for it. Work for it. And that's what Cristiano did, every single day. Finally, the reward came. Cristiano started scoring. He became a fan favorite. He wore the legendary number 7 jersey, worn by Beckham, Best, and Cantona. It was more than just a number. It was a responsibility. But Cristiano accepted it, like a king claiming his crown. English vocabulary review. Opportunity. Pressure. Adjustment. Elite. Commitment. Possessed, figuratively, fully focused or intense. Say this with me. I want to learn English like Ronaldo plays football. With discipline. With passion. With purpose. So now, you know the moment that changed Cristiano's life. The friendly match. the unstoppable performance, the opportunity he didn't miss. And let me tell you something. Each of us will face a Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester United moment in our lives. A moment when the world is watching. A moment where everything could change. Will you be ready? Keep watching, because in the next part of the story, Cristiano takes the world by storm. From young talent to champion, from boy to beast, from Portugal to global domination. The Manchester United years, from potential to power. Welcome to the heart of England, to the red fortress called Old Trafford. This is the home of Manchester United. And for 6 unforgettable years, it became the battlefield of Cristiano Ronaldo. When Cristiano arrived at Manchester United in 2003, he was still a teenager. He had talent, he had speed, he had style, but he was not yet a legend. And that's when he met the man who would change everything. Sir Alex Ferguson. Vocabulary time. Let's learn. Mentor, someone who guides and teaches you. Fortress, a strong place for protection or defense. Battlefield, a place where you fight for victory. Transform, to change completely. Mature, to grow mentally and emotionally. Repeat after me. Old Trafford became Ronaldo's battlefield. Sir Alex was his mentor. Cristiano began to mature into a true star. Sir Alex Ferguson was more than a manager. He was like a father. He believed in Cristiano when others doubted him. Many critics said, "He's too flashy. He dribbles too much. He's not a team player." But Sir Alex said, "Give him time. He's special." Cristiano listened. He worked harder. He learned to pass more. He learned to defend. He started building the mind of a champion. Many English dialogue practice. Sir Alex, Cristiano, you have something rare, but you must polish it. Cristiano, I will, coach. I want to be the best. Repeat with me. I want to be the best, and I'm ready to work for it. What most people don't see is what happens off the pitch. While others slept, Cristiano trained. While others celebrated, Cristiano studied his game. His body changed. He became stronger, faster, more focused. He spent hours in the gym. He studied nutrition. He practiced with both feet. He became a machine, vocabulary builder. Polish, to improve something until it's perfect. Flashy, showy, trying to attract attention. Discipline, ability to control yourself and work hard. Precision, accuracy, and exactness. Dedication, strong commitment to a goal. Repeat. Cristiano trained with discipline and dedication. His shots were full of precision. And then, the goals started coming. And coming. And coming. Ronaldo scored incredible goals. Free kicks. Headers. Long-range shots. Every game, he became more dangerous. Defenders feared him. In 2006, he helped Manchester United win the League Cup. In 2007, they won the Premier League, the most competitive league in the world. Cristiano was on fire. But he wasn't done. In the 2007 to 2008 season, Ronaldo exploded. He scored 42 goals. That year, Manchester United won the Premier League again. And the most prestigious prize in club football. The Champions League. Quick English test. What's the meaning of on fire in this context? A. He was hurt. B. He was playing extremely well. C. He was angry. D. He quit the game. Say your answer, then repeat. Cristiano was on fire that season. But the greatest moment? It came on a night in Moscow. The 2008 Champions League final. It was raining. The stadium was tense. Manchester United versus Chelsea. After extra time, the match was still a draw. It went to a penalty shootout. Cristiano took one of the penalties and missed. Everyone was shocked. His head dropped. He was heartbroken. But his teammates kept scoring. The goalkeeper made a crucial save. And finally, Manchester United won. Cristiano fell to the ground crying. Not from sadness, but from overwhelming joy. That same year, he won the Ballon d'Or, the award for the best player in the world. He had done it. From a poor boy in Madeira to the best player on earth. Say this with me. I may fall, but I will rise. Just like Cristiano. Repeat again. I will be the best through effort, not excuses. Vocabulary summary. Mentor. Transform. Mature. Dedication. Precision. On fire. This period was more than just trophies. It was the transformation of Cristiano Ronaldo. He became a leader, a warrior, a global brand. His name echoed in every stadium. He wasn't just playing football. He was inspiring a generation. Kids everywhere wanted to be like Ronaldo, to run like him, to kick like him, to live like him. But behind the goals and fame was a lesson. Greatness is earned, not given. Cristiano never forgot the nights he went to sleep hungry. He never forgot the island he came from, or the promise he made to himself. I will make something of my life. And he did. After 6 years at Manchester United, he had achieved everything. He had outgrown the Premier League. The world was watching and calling. And one club, the biggest, richest, loudest, was ready to bring him home. Real Madrid. But that's the story for the next chapter. Real Madrid, the era of records and glory. July 6, 2009. Madrid, Spain. Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. More than 80,000 fans packed the stands. Not for a match, but for one man, one legend, one arrival, one moment the world would never forget. Cristiano Ronaldo had just completed a world record transfer. 94 million euros. No player in history had ever cost that much. He moved from Manchester United to Real Madrid. And with that move, he carried the hopes of millions and the weight of a world watching. Vocabulary time. Let's learn together. Transfer. Moving from one team to another. Record-breaking. Something never done before. Debut. A first appearance. Spotlight. Center of public attention. Pressure. Stress from high expectations. Repeat after me. Cristiano made a record-breaking transfer. He was under massive pressure in the spotlight. But the transfer fee wasn't the only thing that shocked people. Cristiano received the famous white jersey. And on the back, the number 9. Yes, not number 7. At that time, another legend, Raul Gonzalez, wore number 7 at Real Madrid. Cristiano respected that. He was patient. He didn't need the number to prove himself. He would let his boots speak. Mini English reflection, confidence versus arrogance. Sometimes confidence is quiet. Confidence is waiting your turn. Confidence is knowing your worth without shouting it. Say this with me. I know my value, even when I'm silent. Cristiano Ronaldo made his debut in front of a roaring crowd. And what did he do? He scored. Of course he did. And then he scored again. And again. And again. In just his first season, he scored 33 goals in 35 appearances. And still, he wasn't satisfied. He wanted more. And in the next season? 53 goals. Then 60. Then 55. Cristiano Ronaldo became a goal machine. New vocabulary practice. Debut. First appearance. Appearance. A game played. Strike. A powerful shot. Consistency. Doing something well again and again. Dominance. Being the best for a long time. Repeat. He showed incredible consistency. Cristiano established total dominance in Europe. Let's talk numbers. In 9 seasons at Real Madrid, 438 games, 451 goals, 4 Champions League titles, 2 La Liga titles, 3 Ballon d'Ors, countless hat tricks, records, and memories. But more than numbers, he gave the fans magic. And yet, he wasn't alone in his greatness. This era saw the rise of his greatest rival, Lionel Messi. Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Ronaldo versus Messi. Every El Clasico wasn't just a match. It was a war. A battle of brilliance. Every week, the world would ask, who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? English practice. Expressing opinions. Let's try saying, I think Ronaldo is better because of his physical power and work ethic. Now try making your own sentence about the greatest player of all time. Type it in the comments. But do you know how Ronaldo reacted to the pressure? To the comparisons? He didn't respond with insults. He responded with goals. With performances. He said, I don't chase records. Records chase me. Let's say that together. I don't chase records. Records chase me. Cristiano became more than just a player. He became a global brand. CR7. He opened fashion stores. He launched fragrance lines. He started a hotel brand. But even with the fame, he never lost focus. His body was treated like a temple. No alcohol. No bad food. No late nights. Only training. Sleep. Recovery. Repeat. Mini vocabulary moment. Fragrance. A nice-smelling perfume or spray. Temple. A sacred place used metaphorically for the body. Recovery. Getting back to strength after effort. Restraint. Self-control or discipline. Repeat. Cristiano lives with total restraint. He treats his body like a temple. But let's not forget the critics. Even at the peak of his success, Ronaldo was criticized for being arrogant, too confident, too intense. People mocked his celebrations, his interviews, his passion. But Cristiano always said, "Your love makes me strong. Your hate makes me unstoppable." Let's say that together. My passion is my power. My pain is my push. And behind the strength was a heart for family, a heart for giving back. Cristiano became one of the most charitable athletes in the world. He donated millions to hospitals, to children's causes, to disaster relief. He said, "If you don't help others, what's the point of being successful?" Key English vocabulary review: dominance, consistency, fragrance, temple metaphor, restraint, charitable, rivalry, grammar, present perfect continuous, has been scoring, passive voice, was compared, was offered, quoting speech. After 9 golden years in Madrid, after rewriting history, after becoming the top scorer in Real Madrid's history, Cristiano said goodbye. He wrote, "These years at Real Madrid have been possibly the happiest of my life." And with that, he moved on. Where next? Italy, to the land of style, strategy, and Juventus. The years of challenge, from Juventus to redemption. Stopwatch. In 2018, the king left his castle. Cristiano Ronaldo, the top scorer in Real Madrid's history, 4-time Champions League winner with the club, 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, left Spain. The fans cried. The media exploded. But Cristiano? He smiled. Because he was not done. He was never done. He landed in Turin, Italy, to play for Juventus, one of Europe's most historic clubs. And this was not just a football transfer. It was a new battlefield. Vocabulary time. Let's learn together. Reinvention, changing or transforming yourself completely. Veteran, someone with lots of experience, especially older. Adapt, to change in order to succeed in new situations. Scrutiny, critical observation or judgment. Challenge, a difficult task or obstacle. Repeat after me. Cristiano faced a new challenge. He had to adapt to Italian football. It was time for reinvention. Juventus didn't sign a teenager. They signed a 33-year-old. Critics said, "He's old now. He won't survive in Italy. His best days are behind him." But Cristiano didn't respond with words. He responded with goals. And in his very first season, he became Juventus' top scorer. Again, like clockwork, like muscle memory. Mini grammar lesson. Past versus present tense. Compare. People said he was finished. Past tense. Cristiano proves he's not done. Present tense for ongoing truth. Now you try. Write a sentence in the comments with both tenses. E.g., they doubted me, but I showed them I can succeed. But Italy wasn't easy. The playing style was different. Slower, more tactical, more defensive. He had to learn new systems, new teammates, a new language. And still, he delivered. Within months, Cristiano had become a fan favorite in Italy. He led Juventus to Serie A victory. He scored goals in every competition. He delivered in big games. But the world still doubted. No matter what he achieved, there were always voices saying, "It's not like it used to be. He's slowing down. Messi is still ahead." Cristiano heard it all. But do you know what he said? Nothing. He let his actions speak. Because silence is power. Motivational English moment. Say this with me. I will answer doubt with action. I will let my work speak louder than my words. Repeat it again. Own it. In 2020, the pandemic hit the world. Football changed. Stadiums became silent. Players isolated. The world was afraid. Cristiano tested positive for COVID. He quarantined. But he didn't stop training. He posted videos doing sit-ups, push-ups, sprints in his backyard. He inspired millions stuck in their homes. Even during crisis, he showed leadership. New vocabulary builder. Quarantine, staying alone to avoid spreading illness. Inspire, to give others hope or motivation. Resilience, the power to recover from difficulties. Isolation, being separated from others. Consistency, doing something steadily over time. Repeat. Cristiano showed incredible resilience during COVID. His consistency inspired people everywhere. In 2021, he broke another record. He became the highest goal scorer in football history. More than Pelé, more than Romario, more than Messi, more than anyone. And yet, He wasn't finished. He said, "I'm not chasing records. Records are chasing me." But the road wasn't always smooth. Juventus didn't win the Champions League. They were knocked out earlier than expected. And people blamed Cristiano. But he didn't run away. He faced the cameras, the critics, the pressure, and kept scoring. Mini English practice. Talking about life challenges. Try these sentences. I moved to a new city and had to adapt. I faced criticism but stayed consistent. Now make your own life example in English about how you overcame something. Post it in the comments. But here's what makes this chapter special. Cristiano wasn't 20 anymore. He was in his mid-30s. And every game was a fight, not against others, but against time. Most players slowed down. Cristiano sped up. He invested in his body, in sleep, in food, in recovery. He trained smarter, more efficiently, more focused. He was a veteran with the hunger of a rookie. Vocabulary time. Wisdom words. Veteran, experienced, and older. Efficient, doing things in a smart, productive way. Recovery, healing after stress or exercise. Mindset, your attitude or way of thinking. Repeat. I will train with a winning mindset. I am an efficient learner. I recover, then rise again. Cristiano said in an interview, "They call me a machine. But machines break down. I don't, because I keep evolving." And that, my friend, is the secret of greatness. Not talent, not goals, not fame, but evolution, adaptation, endurance, reflection. Let's practice. Fill in the blanks. Cristiano moved to Italy at age __. He adapted __ football style. He became the highest __ in history. His mindset was always about __. Write your answers aloud or in the comments. And then, after 3 years, after trophies and goals and tests of time, Cristiano decided to leave Juventus. Not because he failed, but because he had given everything. Because he had another dream waiting for him. A place that once raised him. A place called Manchester. Coming home. Legacy, family, and the end of an era. August 2021. The football world gasped. Phones buzzed. Headlines screamed. Cristiano Ronaldo is returning to Manchester United. 12 years after he left. He came back. To the place where he became a man. To the fans who had chanted his name as a teenager. To the stadium that once watched him rise. He was not the same boy. He was now a legend returning home. His return wasn't just about football. It was about legacy. About closing a circle. About coming back not because he needed to, but because he chose to. Input Latin letters vocabulary time. Learn with Hamzy. Legacy, something valuable left behind after a person is gone. Nostalgia, a warm feeling from remembering the past. Return, coming back to a place after being away. Iconic, something or someone very famous and admired. Homecoming, returning to where you once belonged. Repeat after me. Cristiano's homecoming was emotional. He wanted to leave behind a powerful legacy. In his first game back, he did what he always does. He scored. Twice. The stadium shook. The fans sang. He smiled. It felt magical. But magic doesn't last forever. The team struggled. The management changed. The media criticized. And for the first time in a long time, Cristiano Ronaldo was part of a team that was not winning. Mini English moment. Talking about struggles. Let's try this sentence. Even legends face difficult seasons. Say it with me. Success doesn't mean every year is perfect. Now write your own sentence in the comments about a time you faced failure, but kept going. Ronaldo scored goals. Yes. He was United's top scorer. But the team? It wasn't working. And then, something much deeper happened. Off the pitch, Cristiano and his partner Georgina were expecting twins. It was a joyful moment. But then, tragedy struck. One of the twins, a baby boy, passed away at birth. The world watched as Ronaldo cried, suffered, held his daughter in one hand, and mourned his son with the other. The fans responded with love. In the 7th minute of the next game, thousands stood and clapped. They chanted his name, because beyond the goals, beyond the fame, Cristiano Ronaldo was human, a father, a man, with pain like the rest of us. Vocabulary builder, deep words. Grief, deep sadness from loss. Mourn, to feel sorrow for someone's death. support, help, love, or care given in hard times. Healing, the process of becoming healthy again. Resilience, strength to recover after hardship. Repeat, he showed strength in his grief. He continued playing, even while mourning. But still he played. Still he trained. Still, he gave everything. But something was changing. His minutes decreased. His name wasn't always on the team sheet. His influence was fading. And then, after one explosive interview, where he expressed his disappointment with the club, Cristiano and Manchester United parted ways. Again, English practice, expressing disappointment. Say, I expected more from the experience. Sometimes, going back is not like the first time. Now try your own. Write a comment about a time you returned somewhere. And it felt different. He left quietly this time. No farewell match. No big goodbye. But something was clear. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey in European football was over. And so, in 2022, he did what no one expected. He moved to Saudi Arabia to play for Al-Nassr. The critics laughed. They said, he's finished. But once again, Cristiano smiled. Because he knows something they never understood. You can't judge a man's hunger if you've never starved. And now, here we are. From Madeira to Madrid. From the streets of Lisbon to stadiums in Turin. From joy to pain to peace. Cristiano Ronaldo is more than just a footballer. He is a story of belief, of hard work, of rising again when the world says you're finished, of keeping promises. Even to your childhood self. He is a legend. The greatest footballer ever. You can disagree with me, but his achievements, dedication in addition to his pure talent, are enough to surpass other great players like Messi, Neymar, and others. There's an interesting part of his achievement and success that has not been mentioned, which is his legendary legacy in the book of Portugal's history. You should know that. In the summer of 2016, while Cristiano Ronaldo was still dominating with Real Madrid, something happened that would forever etch his name into Portuguese history. He led Portugal to their first major international trophy, UEFA Euro 2016. It was more than a tournament, it was a dream. And that dream nearly ended in heartbreak. Portugal fought through the group stages, barely qualifying. Critics said they were lucky, too defensive, not strong enough. But Cristiano remained focused. He scored vital goals in the knockout stages, led the team in spirit, and fought. And then came the final against the host nation, France. Early in the match, disaster struck. Cristiano was fouled hard. He tried to play through the pain, but eventually he collapsed, crying, unable to continue. The stadium held its breath. He was stretchered off the field, tears streaming down his face. But he didn't disappear. Wrapped in a coat, standing on the sidelines, Cristiano roared. He shouted. He coached. He prayed. When Eder scored in extra time to win the game for Portugal, Ronaldo fell to his knees in joy. The dream had come true. Portugal were champions. And Ronaldo, even without finishing the match, was the hero, the heart, the soul, vocabulary. Trophy, a prize for winning a competition. Knockout stages, elimination rounds in a tournament. Sidelines, the side of the field, off the pitch. Etch, to carve or mark deeply, used figuratively here. Say it with me, Cristiano etched his name in history with Euro 2016. 3 years later, in 2019, Cristiano added another chapter to his international legacy. UEFA had launched a brand new tournament, the Nations League. And guess who was ready? Ronaldo. Portugal qualified for the finals and hosted the last rounds of the tournament. In the semi-final, Cristiano scored a hat-trick against Switzerland, 3 goals in 1 game, reminding the world that he was still a force of nature. In the final against the Netherlands, Portugal won 1-0. Another title. Another celebration. By now, Ronaldo wasn't just a football player. He was an institution. A national symbol. A man who had delivered again and again for his country. Vocabulary. Hat-trick. Scoring 3 goals in a single game. Legacy. What you leave behind to be remembered for. Institution. A powerful symbol that defines a culture or country. Say it with me. Ronaldo's legacy grew stronger with the Nations League. Fast forward to June 2025. Cristiano Ronaldo is 40 years old. Most players have retired. Most legends have faded. But not Ronaldo. He led Portugal once again to the Nations League finals. And yesterday, yes, just yesterday they won. He didn't just participate. He played like a lion. Still fit. Still sharp. Still hungry. Portugal defeated Spain, the dominating champions who defeated France in the semifinals, in a tense final. It was tough all because Cristiano and the Portuguese team didn't give up when it was 2-1. Ronaldo, the legend, found the back of the net to make it 2-2, and then the match was extended to penalties. And when the final whistle blew, Ronaldo lifted his third major trophy for his country. At 40 years old, still making history. The crowd chanted his name. Opponents congratulated him. The world stood still. He smiled and said in the post-match interview, "This is for every kid who dreams but gets told he's too old, too late, too tired. Don't ever stop believing." Vocabulary. Whistle, the referee's signal for start/end. Chanted, shouted repeatedly with rhythm. Post-match, after the game. Lion, a symbol of courage and power, used metaphorically. Say it with me. Even at 40, Ronaldo roared like a lion. What a life. What a story. And it's still being written. Today, he plays in Saudi Arabia. Still scoring goals. Still inspiring millions. Still showing the world that age is just a number. When your heart refuses to quit. Final vocabulary recap. Let's remember some words we've learned today. Resilience. Legacy. Adaptation. Grief. Precision. Motivation. Commitment. Recovery. Obsession. Glory. Try to use 3 of these words in a comment sentence now. So now, my amazing viewer, I ask you, what did you learn from Cristiano Ronaldo? What moment inspired you most? Was it the surgery at 15? The 42-goal season at United? The Ballon d'Ors at Real Madrid? The tears as a father? The silent discipline in Italy? Whichever moment it was. Take it with you. Live with it. Grow with it. And remember this. You are the Cristiano Ronaldo of your own life. You are the player. You are the fighter. You are the learner. And English? You can master it. Because it's not about talent. It's about training, practice, repetition, belief. Thank you so much for watching this story with me. Learn English with Hamzy. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, turn on notifications, and comment your favorite part of Ronaldo's story. And don't forget to say this out loud with me. I can. I will. I must. Just like Cristiano Ronaldo. Until next time. Keep learning. Keep growing. And never give up. Assalamu alaikum. And goodbye.